All right, hopefully we're back up and moving here. Start of the third period. Says on the thing 1-0 guess. I think it's 2-0. We're going to start off the third period. Julio Cesant and Avery Evan at the point. Olivia Geiger is in the net. Simon brings it in. She's going to reverse course. Leave her for Julio. Vittorio picks it up. She's going to drive in, throw it in, tip. Simon with a good tip. Just couldn't go. Vittorio with a loose puck, gets the rebound. And the Lady Lions are able to bring it out. Beaumont turns it away. Mission has 1,000,000 shots on net. Missing or good saves by the Lady Lions. Kulikovsky and Kraiwania with it. She drives it back into the zone. Kraiwania tries a centering pass. Can't make that one go through. Kulikovsky to the loose puck. She pops out to the D. Hendrickson tries to dump it in. Picked off by the Lady Lions. She reverses course, tries to get it up the boards, and it gets out. Roberts in pursuit. Lions able to get it back out to the neutral zone. Bowman Hendrickson. An arc back in the game. Puck pops in and out. Here come the Lady Lions, the other way with it. They're going to dump and win the foot race to the puck. Bowman had it for a minute. She lost it. Out to Mad Dog. Mad Dog tries to pop it up the boards. That won't go. That goes back down low. Bowman gets to the neutral zone. Shot on net. That goes nowhere. Mad Dog with a rebound. That is saved. Benark with a shot on net. Rebound came out to Mad Dog. Mad Dog pumped it into her chest. I didn't quite see what happened after the play, but Mad Dog's going to go for a penalty. So with 13:29 left in the third period, Mission is going to go on a penalty kill. Correction, they put both of them in. We're going to have face-off back at center ice. Floridian at center, Nisa at left wing, Peach at right wing. Evan and Rendina. All right, Floridian for the draw. 13:29 goes back out to neutral zone. Rendina comes up with it. She dumps it. That's going to get up to Clarity. She dumps it into the zone. Lions get to the puck. But back out to Clarity. She comes out. Nice is going to try to get there. But the Lions try and dump it out. Out to Evan. Evan gets it passed up to Clarity. Clarity dumps it up the boards. Rendina back with the puck. She dumps it in. The Lions are there. Possession just going back and forth. And it gets dumped into the Mission zone. Beaumont over to Rendina. Rendina with a long pass up to Pouliot. Now here come the Lions out with it, but Beaumont's going to hold it in. She's going to throw a puck at the net. That's going to get turned away. Pouliot to the loose puck. Lady Lions trying to clear it, hold in by Bowman. Bowman makes one miss. She's going to drive and makes two miss. Gets it towards the net. Saman had it for a minute, lost it, tried to get it back. Vittorio came back into the game. She interrupts stuff. Out to Bowman. Bowman with a long shot. That's saved. And Bowman dumps it in deep. Vittorio's going to race to the puck. She's going to get there. Come out with it. She tries the centering pass. That gets all the way out to Beaumont. Beaumont with a long shot. That goes off the skate of a Lady Lion. Beaumont to the loose puck. Zone. Vittorio tried to get to Kulikowski. That didn't go through. Turned away by Beaumont. Lady Lions trying centering pass. Beaumont breaks that up. Long pass up to Triwanio. She couldn't hang on to it. And here comes wing it around. Roberts racing over to get it. She pops it away. And it gets dumped deep behind the Mission net to bring it through the neutral zone. Driving it all the way in. Turns around. Out to Krywanio. Krywanio with a long pass, and that's a goal. Krywanio with a long wrist shot from the top of the circle. And Krywanio scores with 10:24 left in the third period. And the Mission have taken a million shots, finally get one to go. We're going to be 1-1 with 10:24 left in the third period. Benarik at center. Payette at right wing. Mad Dog at left wing. Gets stumped in the Mission zone. We're going to have an offsides. Or an icing. Benarik in for the draw. Radina and Hendricks at the point. Benarik wins a draw back to Mad Dog. Mad Dog to Hendricks. Hendricks with the long shot. That's saved by the Lady Lion goalie. Payette had it for a second. Benarik with the puck. Lions are trying to pop it out of the zone. They get it out to the neutral zone. The Mad Dog comes. Benarik battling down low. Hendrickson rolling in on top of people. Lions bring it back in. They're going to. We're going to have a line change. And Clarity at center. Puck gets dumped deep or battle down low. The Lions come out with it. They're going to get a quick pass off. Olivia with a point-blank save. That gets dumped down low. Doesn't get made. And the Lions pin it back into the boards again. Clarity trying to kick it out. It comes out. Nice is there. She had it for a second. That gets poked away. Back out to the Lions. Out to their point. Long shot on Gallagher. She was screened. Still able to make the save. And Hendricks. Julios in for the draw. She's got Saman and Vittorio with her. Try to get it out. That's held in by the Lions. Hendrickson gets it around to Bowman. That goes off her stick. Out to Vittorio, gets it to Bowman. And that's going to go all the way down. Saman going in a foot race. Saman racing down for it. Out. Julios picks it off. Vittorio's holding it in. Hendrickson's holding it in. Lions controlling it in the neutral zone. They're going to dump it in deep. Bowman is there. Bowman's going to bring it around her own net. She tries to get to Poulios. That got knocked for a second. Comes into the neutral. Up to Bowman. Bowman's got Saman for a second. She lost the handle on it. And we're going to have an offsides, even though I don't think that was offsides. Saman looked like she straddled the lines. Not sure why it was offsides. Krywanio at left wing. Kulikowski in for the draw. She's got Rendina and Evan at the point. Evan brings it in. Lost it on the way in. Lions are bringing it back to the neutral zone. Kulikowski on a good forward check. She's able to pop it loose. Evan gets it behind the net. Gets it around the boards. Up to Roberts. Roberts has it. Krywanio backhands it. That's going to come out to the neutral zone. And into the Lady Lion zone. Lady Lions dump it up. Rendina over to Evan. Let off the face-off. She's going to drive in, try and get a shot off. That gets turned away. Lions have it down low. Van Ark's there. Puck. Mad Dog all over it. Oh. Van Ark gets it out. Mad Dog gets it back behind the net. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. With Nice and Peach, draw gets kind of held up there. Not really going anywhere. Battle for it, comes out to the Lady Lions point. They're going to dump it in deep. Hendrickson's there. She had it for a second. Centering pass over to Gauger. Gauger makes a great save. Oh my God. Possession goes back and forth. Finally gets backed out to the neutral zone. Lions have it. They're going to try and get it up the board. And that's going to get thrown back down to the mission zone. Rendina there. She reverses course. Wings it up the boards. Lions. They pass it down low. Centering pass. Another shot turned away by Geiger. To their point. Down low pass. Another pass. And the Lady Lions controlling the puck at the moment. 4:20 left in the third period. 1-1 game. I'm not quite sure why. Julios. Vittorio with a great back check is able to come up with the puck. She gets her pocket picked. Evans there, Beaumont's there, and here comes Julios. Julios going to drive it out. She's met by a couple Lady Lions there. No call, got a little hack there. Gets dumped back in. Here comes Evan. Kowski in at center. Krywanio at right wing. Roberts at left wing. Eben and Beaumont at the point. Face off in the Lady Lions zone. 3-9 out. Went off of Eben. Went back in the zone for an offside. Sticking with the same line. Kulikovsky in for the draw just outside of the Lady Lions zone. Kulikovsky to centering pass. Doesn't get out of the zone. Bowman gets it behind her own net. Sits there for a minute. Makes a decision. Tries a long pass up to Roberts. That gets knocked back into the mission zone. They dump it in deep. Hendrickson with it. She wings it around the boards. Carwanio had it for a minute. Mission zone. Saved by Geiger. Same lineup. Mark wins a draw back, but that's controlled by the Lions. They had a miss. Comes behind the net. And Rendina dumps somebody in front. When the Lady Lions came in, took a slash at inexperienced refs, and Van Ark is going to go to the box. So with 2:08 left in the game, offsetting penalties. So it's still going to be 5-on-5. Face-off's going to be in the mission zone. And Bowman in the game. Face-off won and controlled by the Lions. Out to their point. Long lead. Vittorio gets to it. She tries to wing it out. Gets knocked down by the point of the Lions. Another shot goes up. Went off the mission skate, went back to Olivia, and she's able to turn it away. 1:46 left in the game. 1-1. Jump back into the mission zone. Beaumont gets to it. She rings it up. Julio's on a relentless back check. She's coming. There's a hit.